to go live horizontally, and for some reason I ended up talking to myself because I was on private. So welcome to the live, guys. Let me know if you can see me. Let me find out from my son and daughter if they can see me. Then I'll know I'm talking to somebody. We have a guest today. We have a cute guest today. I got her for Mother's Day. I was gifted her for Mother's Day by my sister. She said, "Oh, I think you need a little companion." If you follow the channel, I had a what's the name? Okay, the name is gone. I had a schnauzer. Okay, hi guys. I had a schnauzer, and she went hunting and she ended up in a little accident. So I was sort of like off, I was off pits in a way. Because it was a struggle to get over that. So my sister, this is what now, 2-3 years later, gifted me this little, her name is Blanche, and she has literally taken over. She is, guys, what would you say are the best tropical suntan lotion type of perfumes? Okay, Kaid Alpha Sun, the white one, by Latafa, Santani, First on White by Hadlaj. That one is not really santani, but it's got a coconut. So, and it's also a smeller like to vanilla powder. So if you want something that gets lotiony, then that would work. Another santani one. You know, when you ask in the moment, these things go away. Hadlaj. Which other one? I'm trying to think of the, fragrances with like a coconutty thing. Oh yeah, there is Orientica, Desert Dusk, depending on your taste. If you like the brand, there is a Hadlaj what? There's another Hadlaj, guys. Oh yeah, there's also Milky Way, but that is lactonic. It's not really on the, look at what she's doing. It's not really on the, I don't know what I can give her for her to, there's Milky Way. Okay, Milky Way I wouldn't call Santani really, but it's creamy. It's, it's almost similar to this, but it could work if you're looking, for a, something that's, Santani. But if you're looking for something on the tropical side, not 100, but it will do. You could try the Noodle Zura Vanilla Envy by Paris Corner. That's got a little bit of a tropical kick to it. I did give another option today. But that one is an Orientica one, Soleil. Okay, so yeah, you could try those. You know what, let me call my son to come and take her, because when I put her on the floor, she's most likely going to trip over my cable, and that will be done for. Guys, it looks like we, there's something going on with the platform. It's really, it's seeming like the platform in itself is trying to deter creators in a way, because it's just very, very impossible now to get views the way they were before. Let me ask my son to come and take her, because we're not going to make it here. Yeah, happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. How is your month going? My month is perfect. And I just wanted to touch base with you guys, as well as to remind you of our products. I will keep talking about them because we talk about fragrances here. If you look at my table, I have so many fragrances. Guys, have you gotten yourself this fragrance, Proud Mary, or our latest, which is this one? If you haven't, it's linked in this very live video. You can purchase this Numero 2 for $89. This is a fruity floral. This is a very long lasting fragrance. You can check the reviews, and we are now on Fragrantica. We are now on Fragrantica, guys. So if you want to see what others are saying, oh yeah, she can go. I didn't want her to trip over my cable. Be careful. Okay. Right, yeah, because she was being something else. Yeah, we are now officially on Fragrantica, guys. We have been listed on Fragrantica. So for those who say I hadn't bought these fragrances because I didn't know, what others thought about them, you can check out some of the comments on Fragrantica. These are my very own creation. I just ordered you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're buying Proud Mary on its own, you can still use my code C15, but I find that the combo deal is the best because you get both for $199. Guys, we are a small perfume house. We're not doing massive numbers for that reason, and we are hands-on. I have turned my second channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted, to our brand channel, which is the Macedon brand channel. We haven't started putting stuff there, but you'll be able to see a lot of what happens behind the scenes, our promos, our competitions. If we have functions, obviously we're looking at in future hosting functions and, going all in and stuff, just to make sure that we bring you fragrances, guys. And I can assure you that everybody that has spoken about Proud Mary or Numero de has spoken about it, out of their own volition. We have, of course, mailed a few fragrances to fellow creators because it wouldn't make sense for me to personally come here and say, oh, this fragrance is good, because it will sound like bias, but I can assure you that the quality for both fragrances is excellent, because I've been in this industry. Besides being a reviewer on YouTube for about 7 years, I have been in love with fragrances for years, okay, for years. And my palette is, vast. So now being able to create fragrances under the brand Macedon Perfumes, which is a brand that we founded in 2024, actually 2024, but this was a 2025 release, is something that is a dream come true, okay? And I can assure you that we are going for quality. And this is not to say other people are not doing quality. No, I'm just saying we are making sure as a small house that what we bring out there is, of course, has everything, all the thoughts put in there, making sure that the ingredients are one of the finest. I will show you some of the, not the processes really, but some of the perfumers out there that are an inspiration to me, and I do hope to create fragrances at the level that they are creating fragrances, because this brand is something that we want to leave past us, long after we're gone. We want Macedon perfumes to remain standing. So yeah, the differences between our brand and perhaps bigger brands, for those who may not know, is this is a small brand funded by, it's something that just, it is something that was brought up from humble beginnings, from very humble beginnings. And we are not a giant house with a lot of resources to our name and so on and so forth. But we are growing, we are growing with an audience that believes in us. We're growing with an audience that supports us, people that have been there, watching the videos, people that believe in my nose, people that want to see and be part of the journey with Macedon Perfumes. And all of you guys are important, whether you buy or you don't, all of you guys are important. You are the reason why we got to this point where we are now, where I can sit here as a content creator, as a fragrance reviewer, as a person who has been sniffing fragrances, from different houses for years, to say these are our own very creations. So if you would like to be part of our journey as Macedon Perfumes, if you'd like to support us, you can. We have this one still available. This is a limited release. This is 120 mls. It's a limited release because this was something that I decided to create for the brand to live there for the longest time. 2,500 bottles were made, and we have been like releasing them in batches and stuff, because I would want this fragrance to get to a point where it can go internationally before we sell out. It goes for 149, but you can use my code C15 at checkout. It's an straight de parfum, and it lasts all day. And this series now, the Numero series, okay, is our regular line. This is not limited release, but we are not making huge batches. In as much as it's not a limited release, it will get to a point of being sold out, because we're not making massive releases. But the difference between this and this is, let's say for instance we completely sell out the quantity that we have for Numero, though we could bring it back. But Proud Mary Extrait de Parfum is not coming back. Would you rather get Yara 2s? I do not like Yara 2s. I don't like Yara 2s. I like the new Yara, guys, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with my memory. I just forget things all the time. The new Yara, I think it's Yara Elixir. That feels like a fusion of the original Yara, but they've made it even more creamier, okay? I like that one. It feels like the original Yara mixed with Yara Candy, okay? But Yara 2's is the orange one. No, Yara 2's is not bad. Yara 2's is not bad, especially to the first comment that was asking about tropical perfumes. That would do as well. It has a mango in it, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the 2's is the one with the orange bottle. The one I do not like is the Yara Moi. That's the one I do not like. That one, I just couldn't get along with it. It's got the nicest notes possible, but I don't know whether I just got a bad bottle, because some people speak very highly of it. Some people get they get something similar to Marc Jacobs Perfect, the intense one in that, but mine was just off. It was just off. It was, I don't know, it was just doing too much, and I had to let go of that. Lady Sonny, thank you so much for joining the live. She says, I love both your fragrances. I've made them my signature. So thank you so much for supporting the brand. Guys, grab these fragrances at a combo deal of $199. $199. We are on Fragrantica. You can also check the numerous reviews, from other creators, some that have purchased this fragrance with their own money, and some that we sent to. And when I say sent to, when it comes to PR, I think we only sent Proud Mary, we sent maybe to about 15 creators, not more than that, same as this. So it's not like everybody that you'll be seeing, with this fragrance, with these fragrances would have been gifted. I don't know why my comments are not staying. Let me try and open the same live on here so that I can see the comments. I got the combo, dear. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You were asking about Ardal Zafran. I'm doing this on my own, but it looks like with the horizontal screen, the way I've decided to go live today, a comment pops up and before you know it, it's gone. I don't know why. So I'm trying to see if I can, but maybe that is going to give feedback, like bounce back. There was a question about Ardal Zafran that you asked. And I'm not sure whether you are the same person that asked about the tropical, lineup, because the comments are popping in and my daughter is not doing much, it's not being very helpful there, because I really wish she could maybe, moderate and check the comments and perhaps pin them so that they last long. So Maima, please pin some of the comments so that I know. There was a question about Ardal Zafran and I don't know what it said, what that question said. But if we are back to the tropical ones, another one that I can think of is which one? If you're okay with those ingredients, it's gonna work. There is also the which one is that? Guys, my memory. My memory. My memory. Let me see. Let me see. Let me do things this way. Sorry for that. Just hang on. Let me see. Let me actually try and pull some fragrances here, and then I will let you know which is which in terms of alternatives based on my collection, because I don't know, it's completely gone, and I was hoping this, this ratio would be better. Please remember to like the live, guys. Like the live, hit the like button, share the live. That way a lot of people will be notified that we are live. Okay, so I'm trying to see which ones I can. Okay, for tropical recommendations here, they're giving me Creed, Virgin Island water. Do we have a smeller like to Virgin Island water? No. Soleil Blanc. Milestone gave us a Soleil Blanc smeller like. I featured it on the channel. Milestone. I'm going to try and pull it up for you. It says La Tafayara. We spoke about that. I'm actually looking them up here because the comments are completely gone. I don't know what I'm supposed to be how to get the comments to stay. If anybody knows, please let me know, because the comments are flashing and going before I can even read them. So I'm now trying to actually look here and see what options are there that I can recommend. The adult Zafran one, I missed that one. I did not get to see what the question was, and there aren't any comments coming in, so I don't know whether the network is networking or what. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's passion fruit mojito from Watania. I don't have the Tabby's one that they're talking about, but yeah, there is also a tropical one from the brand that this Watania, and that one is called passion fruit mojito. These are mostly gourmand. If you like to smell like foodie, these ones are gonna do it for you. Okay, these ones, and they all focus on a certain note. So the one that says mango mojito is definitely going to be on the tropical side, because of that. Some people do get a tropicalness again from Proud Mary, but I do understand that you did say you do have the combo. But some people do get tropicalness from this because we did use the note of pineapple in there. And if you watch my latest video, the one before today, the one before the Orientica one, where I featured pineapple scented fragrances, that's another one that's going to give you options, when it comes to tropical scents. Yeah. So guys, remember to hit the like and the share button so that we can get out the information to a lot of people. I'm not here for that long. I was just trying to see if the vertical orientation or the vertical thingy of going live is going to work, because I prefer doing things like this on YouTube. And I also wanted to say, it looks like there is something happening with the algorithm where they're not really rolling out content the way they used to. So it's really getting so tricky to understand what exactly the platform wants, because I'm now doing the shorts as well, but the con with doing the short form content is the algorithm for the short form content tends to confuse the long form content algorithm, where if your channel then focuses on the shorts, you don't get you don't really get the visibility on the long form content. So I really don't know what to do with this platform, guys, because at this point it's really just, I don't know, they're not pushing out content the way they used to push out content. And if I'm not mistaken, word around, well, this is a rumor, so allegedly the platform in itself is saturated in terms of certain genres or certain niches and stuff. So I guess it's a way of trying to perhaps slow some creators, or I don't know. I just don't know, guys. So yeah, that's what's happening. And some are saying it is because of the use of AI, ChatGPT, and the competition, stuff like that. So I don't know, guys, but I can tell you for certain, based on what's happening with the channel, this particular channel. Hey, yeah, please put that question again. Your message has popped up but it's gone, so put the question again. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's happening with the platform. It could be an issue of a lot going on, competition and maybe attention spans and stuff. I don't know. So we're just going to be trying everything until we get to something. If it means doing the lives, that's fine. But lives don't always, are not always flawless, because sometimes the network cuts off, sometimes the live sticks, sometimes. So it just depends, on really what the network decides to do when it comes to the live. But otherwise, I am comfortable with doing both long form content, short form content, and the lives. But I just don't know what's happening with the platform. It just doesn't seem like it's pushing out content the way it did. I discovered you recently. I love your content. This is far okay. You're in inside. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think I did see your comment on one of my long form videos. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate the support. Yes, fragrances are my passion. I have been talking about fragrances for years. We talk about all sorts of fragrances. I used to talk about the other pricey fragrances or the non-Middle Eastern fragrances on my second channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted, but we have decided to change that to our Macedon brand channel. So we're not using that for reviews anymore. Everything is going to be done on this channel. So do expect affordable alternatives as usual. As soon as we find something that's affordable, of course we want to save money, I will bring it here, and I will also bring the other options, right? So we're not going to limit what we're doing here to just one thing. I had the two channels for that reason, because I wanted to separate the two, where I'll just be talking about Middle Eastern fragrances or affordable alternatives on this channel, and then on the other channel it was vlogs and all the other fragrances. I love how you whiz through things. Other reviewers labor sometimes. I wish you the best of luck with your perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate, and we're not stopping here as a brand. We did decide to we did establish the company itself, Macedon Perfumes. So Macedon Perfumes is a company that's going to be doing fragrances for the longest time, and any form of support, guys, I appreciate, from watching the videos, sampling our fragrances, purchasing them. You can purchase one, you can purchase both, you can purchase the combo, leaving the comments. Everything is helpful. It keeps us going. It keeps us going in an industry that, yes, I know is saturated. Yes, I know, the way things are as we speak around the world. It's just it's just one of those times when things are not as they were, but we still have the passion. And I dislike suntan lotion smells with all my heart, but you're into them. Okay. All African drama. Yeah, that one I did not add to my collection, but it was okay. It was okay. It was quite creamy. It's off the Latafa Pride collection. I remember that one, but it didn't make it in full size in my collection, because I with Santani fragrances, it depends. It depends on how they're fused. If they end up just being so Santani, sometimes, African drama that comes to mind for Santan, and their tons. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, La African drama, exactly. That one would definitely, that's a great recommendation. Yeah, so I was saying, guys, yeah, we do understand what's going on around the world. There is a lot that's going on around the world, and having fragrances as a comfort zone and stuff helps. So we do not take for granted anyone who chooses to support the brand, not at all, and We wish to grow with you guys. We wish to get to a point where we look back at this at some point, maybe, you know, with, I already have gray haze, so I can't say. What other type of perfumes are you considering? Any fresh years? Oh, you mean making? Oh yeah, with this line, if you are talking about our brand Macedon perfumes, with this line, the numero line, which is number 2, this is going to be numero 2, and then there's numero 3, 4, 7, you know, that's the plan with this line. So yes, we are gonna have a gourmand offering virgin island. Oh, thank you so much for the recommendation, Rehan Aquatica. Thank you so much. And Rehan is really doing stuff, guys. Rehan is, thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. I know you were you've always supported. Thank you so much. You may have to slow the comments. I'm not even seeing the comments. I wish I could see the comments. It looks like when you are, you know, screening vertically, the comments just pop up and go and pop up and go. So, and my daughter is the one who's usually on top of the situation when it comes to this, and I have no clue how to even, you know, get to you know, to get to see the comment in time to read it and then answer it. That's the challenge I'm having with this. So, but I preferred this vertical, you know, setup as opposed to the horizontal, because it just looks better even after the video is you know, even after the live, it just sits with that YouTube ratio, which is something that I really like. So I was saying, yes, with our second line, or our regular line, which is this one, it doesn't mean that this is not of a good quality. This is of an straight concentration. This line still keeps to the quality. Jackie, do you want tropical or suntan? Okay, that's a question amongst them. Okay, so this line keeps to the quality of Macedon, all right? So it doesn't mean this is a sub whatever quality. No, this is the same quality. It's just that with this line, we want to go, you know, in a direction that's going to offer a lot of different whatever it is. Like I said, we're going to have you know, something for summer. We're going to have something woody. We're gonna experiment with some oud, etc., etc., you know, with this line. And with this line, okay, the private line, if you will, this is the line that's intended to perhaps work with other creators if we get to a point where we are big enough to work with other creators, you know, in collaboration with other creators, and they will be you know, they will be lending us their nose, okay, creating their own you know, in this private line. That's the plan. And then this will be, see, can you compare Formo Angelique Noah and Guerlain's Angelique Noah? Okay, I wish I had actually taken the 2, because I think I do have it. I would do a different channel for shorts. Do you suggest that? Because I think that's what's happening with my algorithm. I started the shorts and then the long form content suffered. And I think I saw it somewhere. So you echoing the same thing means I should look into that, to just start a shorts channel. Thank you so much. I did see it some time back, a fellow creator saying don't mix the 2, and it just didn't register. But now that you're saying you have just reminded me of that. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because when you mix the 2, something suffers. It's either YouTube concentrates on your shorts and then they don't care for your long form content, or the other way around, but something suffers. So I think I will look into that. It's just that creating a channel from scratch, you know, can be headachy and all time consuming and stuff, but I think I'm going to do that. Now back to the Angelique Noir. I do have that fragrance, the Guerlain one, and I do have, I think, 2 clones of it. I will do a video. I love raspberry notes, aldehydes, musk, bergamot, and woody notes. I love those 2. I love I love musk aldehydes, okay, and fruity notes. And hopefully we will have something in this line in future that kind of, you know, plays around, especially with the aldehydes, because I would love to create something that has, you know, that aldehydic thingy about it. But not now. This is futuristic, what I'm talking about. So yeah, I will bring a comparison of Angelique Noir, the real the Guerlain one, and then I'll bring the smell alikes in a future video, because I do have those. My partner did decant some for me, and she sent. Yes, she did decant some, and she sent. So yeah, thank you for the advice to do the shorts channel. I was just lazy about it. I just thought, okay, since YouTube is just somehow doing all these things, I'm just going to put everything together. But I'm noticing that there is a complete clash between the two, where when you post a shorts a video, you say that the shorts video is the one that gets the limelight, and then they forget about the long form content, and vice versa. And I've seen a video from a certain a separate creator saying the same thing. So guys, as long as you will support, it's all good. I love doing things, in a way where I'll explain and stuff, but I do understand as well that some people just want, the short form content. And yes, we're not going to mix it. We'll see how we can do that. And I will obviously tell you here once it's done, so that you guys can rally behind that channel as well and support it. Short form content is actually a breath of fresh air, because you don't really have to put much into doing short form content. But it's just that for the past 7 years, I've been doing long form content, but I will make it work, because we move. I mean, things are moving, things are changing, and we have to move with time. Guys, remember to hit the like button. Also remember to hit the share button. When we say the share button, you really don't have to share. You just hit the share button. You really don't have to share to anywhere. I always say to just hit the share button, as that then prompts the algorithm to know that it's what we're doing here is okay. And it's something that they would then recommend, or this particular live will be recommended to other people. So yeah, guys, I just thought to pop in this Friday, and I wanted to try this particular setup. That was the reason why I made this I went live. I have done a live like this in a horizontal setup before, but that was with the help of my daughter. And now my daughter is off to school. She's not here at home. When I say, oh, let me check with my daughter, let me check it, I'm literally talking to her on the phone. She's not here with me to help me out. So I'm doing this on my own. And my son is not a social media person. He is behind the scenes. He's a technical person. He's, he got this. All the technical part of it, he's got it, but he's the sort that will have his last posted photo on Instagram maybe 6 years, 7 years ago, if you know what I mean. So he's not that much into social media, but he is a tech guy. So when it comes to some of these things, I have to try them out on my own and get used to them. Otherwise, as you know, guys, when we launched Proud Mary, we did live after live after live. And that was because my daughter was around. And with her not being around, it makes it very tricky. Oops, yes, I did comment. I've come into fragrance. Okay, I used to be a designer niche until... Yes, the fragrances from the Middle East are a great option, and most of them are very affordable. They're a great option into trying out some of these fragrances that are not so much on the affordable side. And I think it's a little bit too late for me now to perhaps even get into my thoughts about which brand is doing what in terms of what quality and stuff. I think I'm going to leave that, because we don't want to go that direction. But with the Middle Eastern fragrance houses as well, try different houses. That is what I can say. Try different houses, because much as the Middle Eastern fragrance houses have given us the option to try out a lot of fragrances at an affordable price, they're also not the same in terms of quality. The brands themselves, they're not the same in terms of quality. Once you try a lot of different brands, you will know which one. Younger, but I've decided, okay, I've changed, so impressed. I don't believe it's such, yeah. Okay. Yeah, try different brands. Okay, like I speak about all of them. Try different brands, and then you'll see which one works for you. It's usually to do with how they use certain ingredients. Like a certain brand will have a tonka done a certain way. A certain brand will have a vanilla done in a certain way. So much as the Middle Eastern houses will give us, let's say, this fragrance in from house to house, they're not the same, but they will give us. Let me give an example of, let's say, Yam Bougie Marshmallow. We've been given renditions of that fragrance by a lot of different houses, but if you will know either to sit it out, or you will know either to sample out, or you will know, okay, if this is the DNA I'm looking for, I'm going to get it from this house. That's the only thing. Because the challenge, again, that's happening with the fragrances that we're getting, the Middle Eastern fragrances, is the repetitions, where you keep on getting the same DNA over and over again. So if you do not have, let's say, the patience to either wait or to sample from different brands that sell samples. I buy my samples off hygcent.com. Is good for men's stuff. I'm not convinced with the woman. You see, I did a video on the Rayhans. I got a couple of Rayhans of Hygcent, and I still don't have a full bottle of any of them, because I'm also trying to figure out whether it is whether what I am looking for is exactly what they're giving. But they do have a lot of good fragrances, especially that Divine. I think that is the one that smells a lot like Attrape Rêves. That one was great. I do have Attrape Rêves. I did compare that. I wore it side by side. It's a good one. It's a good one. But as I was saying, guys, try sampling if you're not sure. And remember that with the Middle Eastern houses, sometimes there is a repetition of the same DNA. So you have to know which one works for you. And when it comes to samples, and no, I'm not being sponsored, you can purchase off Hygcent, or you can purchase off Nikki Purposeful Life. She has this, she sells samples of SWP Health and Beauty. Okay, SWP Health and Beauty. I always talk about her decans, not sponsored as well, but she supports Macedon a lot. So I would be very, very, I would be so happy if you supported, swphealthandbeauty.com for some decants. Nikki is usually fast fingers first, so she will get some of these, fragrances very, very fast. And with the decanting process, and with buying decants, you then get to choose. So let's say, this was a Yambuji take from a certain house, and this was the same, and another was the same, and another, and you sampled. It might look expensive or sound expensive. See, can you buy your stuff in the UK? Yeah. Yeah. We have My US. We are partnered with My US. If you'd like to purchase our fragrances off www.macedonperfumes.com and get them shipped to you in the US or anywhere across the world, around the world, you get on our website. You're going to see the My US banner. You choose a fragrance you want. So say you want this one, or you want this one, you put it in the cart. At checkout, make sure to click My US. They're gonna give you an address to forward the fragrance to. That address is going to also not incorporate, rather. You're gonna give them your address, but they will use their address to get the stuff to you, if that makes any sense. And if you go on the My US website, it's pretty self-explanatory, and it's useful in the sense that it's not only perfume that you get to buy. You buy anything. Okay, you buy anything in the US, of course, legal, and you can get it shipped anyway. I think you do have to do a different channel for shorts. Yes, I will definitely. Yes, the Faro. Yes, I will definitely do create a new channel for shorts. It's going to be a pain because starting from zero is hard, but I'm going to do it. Okay. So yeah, you can purchase our fragrances via My US, guys. It's not a complicated process. If you go on our website, you don't have to go on My US's website. We partnered with them. You go on www.macedonperfumes.com, and then you're going to see the My US, you're going to see a lot of wording there, free shipping, this and this, and then you click on the My US and you follow prompts. And once you create an account with My US, it's not only tied to Macedon Perfumes. Anything you want to buy from the United States, you want it to you want it shipped anywhere in the world: Kenya, Ghana, Canada, Germany, wherever. Okay, you want it shipped anywhere across the world, they handle that. And the reason why we are at the moment partnered with My US instead of doing it on our own is we did explore avenues, the popular avenues, DHL, the FedEx and stuff, and it was going to mean that these fragrances were going to cost a premium. And as a brand, we're not yet there financially to be able, to make like a lot of fragrances such that we don't even feel it in terms of, whatever it is. It was going to deplete significantly because already with this one at 149, that's the best we could do, even when we discounted, but that's the best we could do. Because if you are starting a brand and doing everything solo, it's not, no one cuts you some slack. So there's no discounts, nothing. So we literally, like right here in terms of production costs and everything, and the price that we give you is the best price we could give. So for us to be able to ship these internationally, we could, but the pricing was going to be crazy. Okay, we were still going to keep it at 149, but imagine having to check out and maybe pay another $20 or something for shipping. So we thought the My US option was the cheapest, because I think they will get whatever it is you want shipped to wherever at a very, very reasonable price. They have shipped over 30 or 40 million packages successfully across the world. So if you go on the website, check them out, guys. You will be able to get these wherever you are. You will be able to get these wherever you are. But meanwhile, yes, we are looking into trying to get to more countries as we grow. Remember, this is our second fragrance. Perhaps once we get to another limited release, we would have cracked that code where we can ship internationally. But because of the production costs and distribution costs and warehouse costs and stuff, it makes it very tricky, to have our products distributed across the world easily, because you pay for warehousing, you pay for shipping, you pay all that. So for now, we are using My US as a bridge to get these fragrances to wherever you want across the world. I remember some comments from somebody that got this fragrance in Egypt, some that have this fragrance across the world, really, so do trust that website, guys. It is a reputable website. However, if you're purchasing off Macedon Perfumes and you want them to ship, that you've got to amalgam, do the two on our website, which is you go on www.macedonperfumes.com, and as you are on our website, you check how you can get My US to ship these fragrances to you. The combo is $199, and trust me, guys, it's a steal. It's a steal. I am so happy with what I came up with here. I am so happy. I'm even at a point where I'm just thinking, oh my God, like at this point I'm like, when a musician makes a hit and they're thinking, oh my God, how do I surpass this? But I know I got it. So that's how much I am happy with these two fragrances, because everything that went into this, guys, if I continue talking, you'll say I talk too much. So anyway, yeah, back to what we were talking about sampling. Middle Eastern fragrances are great. Okay, we are working with the Middle East in terms of fragrance making ourselves, right? That is where you'll get some of the premium fragrances. Even some big names have, their fragrances. Even brands like Amouage are Middle Eastern. Okay, I know even Roja, they have a series that they have done. Kilian, they have a series that they have done, with the Middle East, because that you can't get it right, beyond, well, you could, but I'm saying there is no doubt they know what they're doing. However, see, I am in two minds about Musk Blend by Hadlage. Expensive, and I want to know how it smells. Musk Blend. Ooh, okay. Musk Blend kind of smells like Juliet has a gun, not a perfume, but better. Okay, but better. And another one that kind of reminds me of Musk Blend by Hadlage is that Orientica Desert Dust, but that's even more expensive. I'm trying to think what I can tell you as an alternative. Musk Blend was created by the owner of Hadlage, and that is the reason why it is, well, not the reason why, but that's like from his personal vault. And that's one of their best, fragrances out there. But it is a mask that vibes like that has a gun, but not a perfume. But better, way better. I agree. Even Western brands, they have some smells like, okay. Yeah. So when it comes to the Middle Eastern houses, guys, they get it right. It doesn't, and I don't even look at the name or whatever. Just check or try a number of them to see which one actually works for you. And even then, I'm not saying stick to just that, but I'm saying don't dismiss. I was like that as well. I discovered Middle Eastern fragrances around about maybe 2 months into starting my channel. I had no idea. I didn't know, nothing about, especially the affordable ones, like, some of the popular ones these days. I'm not talking about Amouage or Montal or Mancera. I'm talking about the smaller houses. I didn't know until I bought 2 or 3. I think it was the Mood from Latafa and the other ones off Facebook, and I was like, wait a minute, this is good, So yes, these houses know what they're doing. Regarding the short channel, yes, I'm not sure if I can pull from the longer ones to make the shorts. I've never tried it. But just to bring something fresh, perhaps I'm just going to be like, talking about the, some of the fragrances that I'll be getting at hand. If it's possible to pull some, I will ask my daughter to do that. She'll be able to do that. I wouldn't know how to do it. If she can, she will, but I'll be trying to make, like fresh content so that it doesn't just look like it's, repetitive. I know YouTube has got that option where you can just cut to the short size, but I'm trying to do videos where I bring you like a cluster of fragrances, and with the vast fragrances that are coming into the market, there will always be something to talk about. So yeah, I'm not dismissing it. I'll probably do both. Now, I was saying when it comes to the houses, you will find that there are some dirt cheap houses like Our Rehab. I don't know whether they're still dirt cheap, but the quality will still, surprise you. However, with Our Rehab, there is a fragrance that I reviewed here. I think it's called Overdose. Yeah, that one has got something in it that makes me sneeze. So that's why I was saying you have to know which brand works for you, and the only way to do so, and even then it's not set in stone. If you love perfumes, you're going to buy from wherever, everywhere, okay? But to ensure and avoid redundancy, just try to get a couple of decants. It helps, and then you will get to know who does what best. Really bad at getting decants in the UK. It works out so expensive. Oh yeah. With the UK, I think I've seen decants on eBay, and they're quite ridiculous. They are very expensive. I'm not sure whether Nikki does ship international. Oh yeah, you could use Decant Boutique. I wish I had one of their decants. Decantboutique.com, if I'm not mistaken. They ship internationally, if I'm not mistaken. They should be able to ship, but if not, Then again, check out SWP Health and Beauty. They could be shipping, to the UK. I'm not sure whether Nikki has set it up that way, but yeah, trying decants will help you. It'll save you money, and it will make you avoid buying the same DNA multiple times, which has become, unfortunately, the challenge, with the affordable fragrances, when sometimes you end up getting the same DNA multiple times. Then also look out for brands, that try to be in the lead in terms of new DNAs. Apologies, I know I'm talking a lot. Okay. Okay. I will drop everything, long form content, everything I'll drop here. Vlogs and stuff I'll drop here, guys. I know it's going to mishmash the algorithm, but except for the shorts, as per agreement, we're going to try and create a shorts channel altogether. But I'm going to bring all the vlogs and stuff. Anything that I was putting on C Chronicles Unscripted is going to come here. And please, guys, subscribe to our Macedon Perfumes. It's now called Macedon Perfumes page. That is our Macedon Perfumes page. You will be able... What's your ethnicity? I was going to guess Ghana. No, I am Zimbabwean. I am Zimbabwean, but I do have a Ghanaian friend, Ajwa. Ajwa is my friend. She's from Ghana. I wish to visit Ghana one day. But I am Zimbabwean. And I speak Shona, Ndebele, Zulu. And if you're wondering what I mean by, or where Zim is on the globe, we're next to South Africa. We're in Southern Africa, okay? So I'm in between. I'm actually in between Zimbabwe and South Africa, but our products, our brand is based in the United States, and you can get these fragrances internationally. Yeah, so I will be mixing the content here, okay, except for the shorts. I might maybe drop another 2-3 shorts videos during the course of next week until I set up this new channel. If not, I'll just go in and see what I can do for the shorts channel, because it's all experimental at this point with what YouTube is doing. But I can see that there's a lot that's happening. The publicity is no longer there. We're struggling for views. It's not just me. It's literally everyone on YouTube. You don't know what your video is going to do. It could do anything from 100 views or 100,000 views. You can't tell. And that is not what YouTube was like. And I have had a lot of comments from people saying, we are not getting recommendations for your channel. We literally have to search for your channel physically. So guys, in case we... I don't know, because of this whole thing, until it's fixed by YouTube, try to also, be checking from time to time. I still do post, as I said, that perfume making is not going to stop me from perfume reviewing, because that is where the perfume making came from. Hi, first time. Hi, Vinny. Thank you so much for joining the live. I hope you become big enough and successful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button. You just joined. Please hit the like button. I was talking about our 2 products. You can purchase them here on YouTube. I have linked them. The combo deal is the best, okay? $199 for both fragrances, or you can buy our second release numero on its own for $89, or just Proud Mary on its own, the limited release, for $149. This is going to be in some people's some collectors. This is a collector's item. So this is going to be in some people's collection. I cannot wait to see 10-20 years from now when this is going to be in some people's collection, because this is a limited release. And that is what we intend to do with some of the fragrances that we'll do with the creators, that we'll just do a series and then we'll leave it at that. But the smaller line, which is our second line, is going to be the one that has releases not in huge batches, but there's a likelihood where if people call for this one and it's and it's completely sold out, we can remake it, if you know what I mean. That is the whole point of the numero line. Numero un, deux, trois, quatre, sept, six, until infinity. Until infinity, okay. Numero deux simply means number 2. That's what it means, number 2. My daughter is of French origin, so she's the one who suggested. We were brainstorming, okay, what do we call this fragrance? And then, by the way, who's the lady on the Proud Mary? This is me. this is me. All right. This was when we went to have the bottle customized, this was supposed to be a laser silhouette. Okay, it was supposed to be lasered on, not a picture, nothing, but a laser, a shadow, okay, a silhouette. Mary is my late mother. She's the one who got me into perfume, right? So my first creation was easy to name, Proud Mary. I named it in honor of my mother. So the silhouette was supposed to be of the shadow of my mother, because she's no longer with us. She's been gone for 29 years now, 30 actually. So I wanted a silhouette, just a lasering, like a see-through lasering, where you don't really get to, unless you really put your eyes on that. And payments had been done and everything, and that caused a massive delay, because what we didn't realize was they would have to laser bottle by bottle, right? So payment had been made, bottles were there to be customized, and customizing each bottle to that, making that silhouette, we're having a challenge. So then we had to sit down back on, back to the drawing board to say, okay, then what do we do? Because we're not looking at refunds or anything. And then this was the suggestion where, okay, can we not just put perhaps your YouTube picture? This is the picture on my social media. This is the picture that you will find on Fragrantica. This is the picture on basically almost everything. Okay, almost every, I think even on TikTok I have this picture. So then we, the company that was making the bottles then proposed, okay, why don't we just put a silhouette, of perhaps your picture? Because then getting a picture of my mom, remember I'm saying she's been gone for 30 years now. Getting a picture of her, yes, we could AI that and stuff, but that was going to be, a little bit complicated. So we ended up settling for this, and then we just called it a day, because the bottle company is a different company. The company that was personalizing the bottles is a different company, everything. So that's what went on with that. So yes, this is my picture from about 10-12 years ago. Actually, Desert Dusk would work out cheaper in the, yes, Desert Dusk. Get Desert Dusk if you're looking for musk blend by Hadlash. It's not exactly the same, because Desert Dusk is very creamy, but I find that if you like musk blend, I have both fragrances, you will love that. You will love that. But if at all you can get musk blend at an affordable price, then maybe you could get that, because that's also, that's a fragrance that was created by the honor. There is Bushra, the lady, and then there is, I'm forgetting his name. One of the owners behind the brand of Hadlaj is the nose on musk blend. I know Bushra is the nose behind a lot of them, because she's actually in perfumery school. If she's not yet graduated, she maybe have graduated already, but she was in perfumery school abroad, and she's a nose behind most of them. But that particular musk blend is very special. It actually comes with a card, all the nice message and stuff. So if you want something as a collector's piece, do you have perfume brand suggestions for people with dry skin? I find since dry skin, I would say to buy the extracts. Okay, I would say to buy the extracts, and I know it's gonna sound as though I'm saying so because I'm holding an extract, but the extract concentrations have a high oil concentration. So if you have dry skin, skin that kind of like sucks into your perfumes or eats your perfume up, and your perfume goes away quickly, then an extract is going to be the best option for you. I wish I had something else to show you. A fragrance, yes, a gummy glow, yes. A fragrance of an extract concentration is going to be very oily. Okay, not oily in terms of it's gonna stain, but if you, yes, I think my camera is showing. If you look at that, okay, that is the oil concentration in Proud Mary. And if I put this one as well, I'm just trying to make sure that the lighting is perfect. You will see the oil concentration. It's just unfortunately I don't have something to compare with here that is perhaps Okay, I'm not going to show you the name, but I don't know if you can see the differences. Okay, I don't know if you can see the differences. Yeah, so get something of an extrait concentration. It tends to stick to your skin because the oil composition in it is higher. This is probably of an extrait concentration as well. You can pretty much tell sometimes just by waving it about. An EDP is not the same as an extrait de parfum. It's different. Uh, it's also different from the EDT. I think the EDT is the lighter one. So get yourself something of an extrait concentration, and yeah, you will see that it will last more. Maison Asra, Vanilla Aura. Make that try as well. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Vanilla Aura, I got Vanilla Aura. Thank you, Igamklo. Please like the live. I got Vanilla Aura. I was one of the last people to get Vanilla Aura. I do like Vanilla Aura, honestly. It is actually on my tray for the month of May. I do like Vanilla Aura, and I can only imagine what the real thing smells like. If Vanilla Aura smells like that, I personally don't have a problem with that vanilla. I find it good in its own right because I haven't compared it with Planifolia. I haven't had the chance to compare it with, but I have compared Vanilla Aura with the other fragrances that we got from other brands that were also inspired by that Vanilla Planifolia, and I still say the Aura one to me really did it, followed by the Volet one. I can't remember what the name was, but we do have a video of that. I did bring a Volet one here. Volet is another brand that has got a lot of affordable options. I watch Ajua. My mom's from Kenya. I can't speak a word. Oh, okay. Yeah. I can. Kenya. Kenya is what? Swahili. I can speak Swahili. Like, with Swahili, it's habari, muzuri. Ninasema Swahili. No. Problem is, kama uko in front of hii camera, you got a problem, to so I speak Swahili a little. I mean, if you are in Southern Africa, you will be able to at least hear Swahili, but I speak Swahili because I do have relations or relatives in the DRC, and they speak French, they speak Swahili. Yeah, so I am quite multilingual. Yeah, so yeah, get something of an oil concentration, and then when it comes to the Middle Eastern houses, try them, guys. I'm trying Rehan. I haven't got a full bottle of Rehan. I'm still trying to see which one works for me. I did bring about 5. But of the 5, the memorable one was the Attrape Rêves, because I do have Attrape Rêves to compare the other ones. I'm not so sure. There is a Volet as well. I have brought Volet. We have purchased samples. My partner and I have purchased the Volet samples. They're not bad, but it's just that, sometimes getting to... I don't know. Let me not get into that because I don't know, whether these brands, some of them are sub-brands or they're completely different altogether. I don't know. Then if you are looking for fragrance houses that are going to surprise you in terms of new DNAs, I've noticed again that Heads Off Volet is, Rehan is trying that. They seem to be on top of, trying to be fast fingers first in terms of giving us renditions of whatever. Maison Asra is also doing that. Paris Corner has always been doing that. The only problem that I have with Paris Corner, in as much as I love Paris Corner a lot. The only problem I have with them is most of their fragrances kind of need a little time to sit before they actually get to their full potential. But if you're looking for something new, like I was surprised that they already have that phantasmagorie smell alike in that in that Dulzura vanilla envy, so they seem to be in the lead when it comes to giving us new DNAs, if you will, because it gets a little bit exhausting. For instance, I know this is going to be this is going to be an example that this is going to be an example that I have to give because I have this in front of me. You see this? How many renditions of this have we gotten so far? A lot. Okay, to an extent that when you just see the name pistachio, you're like, and you just hope it's something different. I'm not saying brands, you know, will not give us fragrances that incorporate pistachio, but we would love for those brands to give us something that incorporates pistachio without it smelling like yum pistachio, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you also need to be in the lookout, especially if you're new. Personally, it is the alcohol drain. Oh, okay, yeah, that is a response. Yeah, you could try oils. That is a perfect answer. The oils will work as well, direct oils. Companies like Paris Corner now has oils. They sent me a little oil collection of the Kerr collection. So yeah, if again, you know, like anything with alcohol doesn't work for you, you can try the oils. Hadlash has got oils. To some, not all, to some of their fragrances. I noticed that the oil section seems to be doing its own thing. As in, unlike Paris Corner, where Paris Corner gave us Kerr, the oils, okay, and they already have Kerr, the perfumes. Hadlash seems to be doing like separate oils altogether for new DNAs altogether. Swiss Arabian is another one that does that. They do have perfumes and they do have oils, but the oils are not a continuation of their fragrances, unfortunately, or like the perfumes. So say, for instance, you wanted that new Swiss Arabian Shahaf what? Is it Shahaf what? The pink one, okay? Say you wanted that, you wouldn't be able to get it in oil for now, unless I'm mistaken. But I noticed that they are also trying to expand in terms of doing hairsprays and stuff. The picture looked so much like a girl on a picture on a wall. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, this was me like 10, 12 years ago. Yeah, so yeah, you could try the oils. Swiss Arabian will have oils, but they're totally different to the, you know, their regular lines, like that Shahaf what blush, the pink one, the new one, nectar blush. You're not gonna get an oil in that for now, but you will get oils if you would like to try that route. It also does, you know, it also does help. And if you try the Swiss Arabian line, the, you know, the Casablanca ones, oh, thank you so thank you so much, inshallah. If you try the you know, the Swiss Arabian has got the Casablanca, the one in a regular bottle, and then they've got another one in a squarish bottle. Those ones are so oil heavy and they will last you till, I don't know. So if you want something again that's going to be sore, you know, that's gonna hug your skin so much, you could try that. You could definitely try that. So yeah, guys, that is what I had for you today. I just wanted to say happy Friday. I also wanted to remind you guys of our products. I remember his second name. I also wanted, you know, to explain to you what's happening with the algorithm. I'm so happy I did this live because it is from you guys that you have given me the suggestion to open the shorts content, you know, so that at least we just balance it out, because there is certainly something that is going on behind the scenes, especially when it comes to certain niches where perhaps it is the platform itself trying to get people to slow down. I don't know. And it's so random, it's sporadic, it's not like it's targeted at one person. Today, as I said, you could do one video, it gets up there. Tomorrow you do another video and it goes nowhere. So it just seems like it is something that the platform is perhaps maybe doing, or the algorithm is experimenting with something, but it is really hurting creators at the moment in terms of publicity. So I will be doing lives from time to time, just so that if you miss anything. Thank you so much for the super thank. Thank you for distinguishing between thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super thanks. I appreciate. Yeah, we do have a super thanks button, guys, for those who may want to give us super thanks. Thank you so much. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. Yeah, that those are the differences between the EDP, EDT, cologne and stuff, and the extrait de parfum will have that oil concentration. Just make sure it's not the sort that will stain, because some of them will stain because of that oil concentration. Not all, some. These do not stain, but I'm just saying some, especially the ones that are very vanilla heavy. Sometimes you need to check whether you can use them on white clothing, right? Because they can, be a little bit very heavy on the oil to an extent of sticking there. Or you can use oils independently. Our Rehab, okay, if there's one thing I'll give to Our Rehab is their oil line. Our Rehab will give you all sorts of oils, all sorts of oils. I wish I could show you. They have a fragrance called Soft, which is like pink sugar. I don't have it here, which is like pink sugar. You can get that one in oil as well. So with Our Rehab, most of the fragrances that they will give you, I think including this pistache mask, will also be available in just the oil form. So that is the good thing. That is the best thing about Our Rehab. I can single them out as a brand that will give you a fragrance and an oil. Extrait oil, still alcohol, however, be careful on light clothes. Yes, be careful on light clothes. So yeah, Our Rehab heads off if you're looking for oils. Hadlaj, Swiss Arabian, they got you when it comes to oils, but don't expect the oils to be a continuation of some of the fragrances that they have. They may just give you different offerings in oils. I know that, what was the name of that one? That Sultan. The Sultan one has got the oil, but not all when it comes to Hadlash. What was the name of that? Sultan something has got an oil, but it's not all of them that are like that. My friend, I'm trying to find a good tuxedo inspiration. Suits by Fragrance World. If it's not Fragrance World, it's French Avenue. It's the same company. Tuxedo, get yourself Suits by Fragrance World or French Avenue, or get yourself Maison Alhambra Kismet for women, Kismet for men, Kismet for men. Try get yourself Kismet for men. Yeah, Maison Alhambra Kismet for men is going to remind you a little bit of Tuxedo, but most especially that Suits one. They nailed that one, and it's on the affordable side. It actually has a bottle that looks like that, so you will pretty much know that that's what they were going for. And yeah, French Avenue and Fragrance World are the same brand. It's just that the Fragrance World side is on the cheaper side, while the French Avenue side is not on the expensive side, but it's not on the same. Yes, Swahili, I don't know. She's all oh, okay. Yeah, so French Avenue will not be like extremely expensive, but it will not be on the same price point as the Fragrance World, especially when they're released. As they filter in and people get, then they become like yesterday's news. They can be of the same price, but it is the same brand, so the quality is going to be amazing. If you cannot get that Suits as an alternative to Tuxedo, then try Kismet. Kismet for women. That one is going to Kismet for men. Kismet, I'm really sorry. Maison Alhambra Kismet for men. Don't get Kismet for women. Kismet for women is a good girl gone bad, smell alike. Please don't. Kismet for men by Maison Alhambra, or that Suits. So yeah, guys, that does it for today. Thank you so much for being part of the live. Thank you so much. Actually, I think I do know tax one. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for being part of the live. Thank you so much for the super thanks. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing the videos. I'm going to link our products in the comment section. Macedon Perfumes is a brand that belongs to this channel. Okay, it's a brand that we established, a friend of mine and myself. We established this brand, not a big brand, but you are assured of quality. Try our fragrances. We are now on Fragrantica. Also, just by putting the name Proud Mary or numeral there, you will be able to find some other people talking about these fragrances, because This particular one was launched 4 weeks ago, and this one has been around since last year. So if you're one of those people that want to perhaps cross-check to hear what others say, please feel free to cross-check and hear what others have to say about our products. Nobody is sponsored. Macedon Perfumes is a small brand. We are not at a point where we can sponsor nobody. Okay, so everybody that's talking about our fragrances is talking about them truly because of how they feel about the fragrances. And most, if not, I'd say 95% of the people that are talking about about our fragrances are in the community, and it's not because they know me personally. It's just because they're in the community and they will give you their independent thoughts on these two fragrances. You can buy the combo, which is the best deal, at $199. So you can get to experience both fragrances at $199. Remember, Proud Mary is $149 at its full price, and then this one is $89, which is $90. So if you combine the two, that's way more than $200. So it's easier and cheaper to buy both. Okay, if you choose to buy this one, you can still use my code C15 at checkout for a discount if you want just Proud Mary. And this numero 2, which is our second release, is selling at the full price of $89. So please take advantage of that. I've linked the products in the video. You can purchase directly here on YouTube, or if you want to check out our website in case you want to purchase, because in case you want them delivered to an international address, then go to our website directly, Macedon Perfumes. Okay, we are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, and we are on the web as macedonperfumes.com. If you go on our website and you want to purchase these fragrances, you want them shipped to Spain or any part of the world, you will be able to via My US. You do not have to leave our page. You just go on www.macedonperfumes.com, and while you're there, you're going to see, a pop-up, a pop-up that talks about My US. If you click My US and follow prompts, you will be able to purchase these fragrances and get them anywhere in the world. Okay, anywhere in the world, the UK, Africa, anywhere in the world. I would love to hear your testimonials, guys. It is because of you that we are. Okay, it is because of you that we are. And that's why I said I'm not leaving fragrance reviewing no matter what. I'm not leaving fragrance reviewing. I'm going to continue reviewing fragrances because this is where it all started. And the passion for fragrances started when I was really young through my mother Mary, and then it became something that I was just enjoying. And then I discovered the platform and I started talking about fragrances for years until we got here. So the plan, guys, God willing, is to grow and become a brand that gives and become a brand, that is well known, where it just speaks for itself, and well known for quality. Okay, and this is not to say anyone else is not doing quality. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying what we represent as a brand is quality, and having that experience of sniffing a lot of fragrances gave me that exposure. And I'm not saying I'm the best, but I continue to learn, and I want to continue learning. Okay, I want to continue learning. I'm learning, about, that's what consumes me most of the time. Fragrances. Besides me being a seamstress, I'm a seamstress as well. But my biggest passion is fragrances. And finding this platform was something that was just a breath of fresh air. Because, and this was, I'm now talking about 7 years ago when I found this platform. I had this craze on my own for years. I didn't even know, that there were fellow frag heads like myself. Then discovered the platform, and then it was a place where we could chat, discuss, tell you my thoughts and stuff. Came across the Middle Eastern fragrances, tried a lot of houses. I can tell you a lot. It's just that, as I said earlier in the video, it's not something that I would want to address or talk about now because it wouldn't make any sense. But I have, you know, tried out so many fragrances to an extent that I can tell you this house nails this house nails this house nails this. And universally, or in one word, I can say the Middle Eastern fragrance houses know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They may give you different interpretations of things, but they know what they're doing. And we are also born in the Middle East, okay? In as much as we are housed or we are our companies in the United States, we are making fragrances in the Middle East because after going into the Middle East, immersing myself in there, I knew that this is a place where I'll get the knowledge that I need. And I'm so happy to be sitting here and talking about these fragrances. This is my passion. I'm in my element, okay? I'm in my element. I enjoy what I'm doing. Fragrances are a comfort zone to me. Fragrances are an escape. Fragrances are therapy to me, okay? And it's one of those things that it's either you get it or you don't. That's what I noticed. It's when you get into, you know, this passion, when this passion drives you, some people will get it, some people will not, you know, and it's like that. But once you're in, you know what I'm talking about. It just becomes, you know, your life. So I am super happy today to be sitting here holding two bottles and saying we are on number 2. You know, younger girls irritating me. They want to. Okay. I know. Well, it's a platform that's open to everybody, and you know, to each his own. But I'm so happy that you do support my content. You're here. I'm so happy that you you know, you are lending your support in terms of viewership, which is something that's very that I don't take for granted, especially with what's happening. I don't take it for granted. Harima Al Sultan, I got that. Yeah, that's the one I kept on saying. Yeah, Harim Al Sultan is the one from Kalaj that has the oil and the perfume at the same time. But why I gave Harim Al Sultan as an example is Hadlaj is not doing that to all of them. If they are, they're going to start doing that. But they do have an oil section that will shock you. Go on the Hadlaj website right now and check out the oils that they have. They have a lot of oils in these fabulous, beautiful looking bottles. So they do oils, but it's not like they match their fragrances with oils. That's all that you know, I was trying to get across there, that they do not match their fragrances with oils. If they do, because I can't know everything, if they do, then it's something that they're now doing. But you know, for the record, I can say that they do have an oil section that focuses on the oils. The one company I'll tell you that matches oils with fragrances is Al Rehab, and recently Paris Corner, because they did they did send me the Kerr line, you know, the little miniatures, and I thought they were little fragrances until I opened them while I was reviewing. I was like, oh, this is oil, and that's a good idea. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I do appreciate. I will try to come back with another live. Remember, we do have our Mastodon official channel. The one that was unscripted is now the Mastodon official channel, right? It has close to 3,000 followers. So if you can just lend a hand by subscribing on it, that will be so helpful. On the channel, I will show you the behind the scenes of what we get up to sometimes to make fragrances. That's what the channel is going to focus on. Behind the scenes, our promos, our updates, our new releases, discounts, giveaways. That's what we're going to focus on our Mastodon official channel here on YouTube, right? It's not going to be here, but of course I will be talking about the, you know, fragrances here as well, because to me, I will continue to talk about them here. But for all the updates on Macedon perfumes, please do make sure to subscribe to our page, Macedon Perfumes. And for anybody who wanted to purchase these fragrances, I have them linked on this video. You can just click and purchase directly on YouTube, or you can head over to our website, especially if you're not in the United States, you want the fragrances shipped elsewhere. If you click now, it will say limited addresses because we're on YouTube. But if you, oh, hi, John. Oh, hi. It's been a while. You haven't joined my lives in a while. I hope you're doing great. I don't know whether I should be saying Happy New Year. It's pretty weird because we in the we're midway now. But Happy New Year! And have you gotten your nose on any one of our fragrances? I would love to hear your thoughts on this because I know, John, you're a collector. If you have purchased our fragrances, please let me know. You can check with fellow reviewers. They have spoken about our fragrances. This I think you're aware of, Primary Extrait de Parfum. We still have this for sale. This one goes for the full price of $149, but you can use my code C15 at checkout to get it at a discount. And then our second one, numero 2, which is this one, okay? It's 100 ml, also of an extrait concentration. It's $89. You can get it right here on YouTube. Or you can opt for the combo deal, which is $199 for both fragrances. If you're buying from out of the US, then buy on our website, www.macedonperfumes.com, and click on the My US tab. Oh, good, thanks. Your fragrance on my... Oh, please, John, please support the brand. We're a small brand. I'd appreciate that. I know you're a collector, and I'd really appreciate, your support. And we come a long way in terms of you being on the. I remember you being on the channel over 5 years ago. So yeah, I'd very much love to hear your thoughts in one of the lives about any one of these fragrances. This one's 89 and this is 149, but both are 199. So I would love, and they're unisex. Okay, they're unisex. I made sure because I did not want the fragrances to pull, especially the newer ones, like the first and the second. I did not want them to, to be feminine or masculine. I made sure that they're 100% right there, unisex, okay? And you can listen to the reviews as well, where you're going to get different opinions about what's doing what, okay? Some are saying this one has got that feistiness, and it pulls a little bit more, what can I say? Because of the woods and the spices, some people say this one to them has got that perfect 50-50 unisex thing than this, but I can assure you that you can blind buy either. These two fragrances are unisex, okay? These two fragrances are unisex. I would love for you guys to experience my nose. I would like for you guys, I would love for it, John, if you could experience my nose and just be one of those people that also give feedback as to what you think, about the fragrances. This was a limited release, 120 mls. And this one will not get into production once sold out. This is not an endless supply of, but it's not a limited release. So with our regular line, what we're doing is if there is a call out for the fragrance to come back, we will bring it back once it runs out. But when it comes to the limited release, this was our induction into perfumery, our flagship fragrance. So this is not going to make a comeback. Once it's sold out, it's sold out. And I would love to see this years from now, in some of the collectors' lineups and stuff, as being a fragrance that you guys so worthy to add to your collection. I would appreciate that, guys. So thank you so much. Thank you, John, for joining. I was about to close the live because I've been here for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So I was about to close the live, and I was saying that I am going to open a second shorts channel, okay, shorts channel, as per the suggestion I was given here, because of what's happening with the algorithm. The algorithm is a bit off and on. And there's been a lot of theories as to why that is happening. Some saying oversaturation and stuff like that, and YouTube is kind of trimming people down, especially those who focus on a niche. So that is the reason why I'm going to also focus on or give equal attention to shorts. And as soon as I open the shorts channel, I'm going to bring it, or I'm going to announce it here, because as someone said, it's best to have a single, like a shorts channel on its own and a long form content channel on its own. Because I noticed when I started doing the shorts, it looked like the shorts were getting more attention and my regular content was not getting attention. So here we'll be doing the long form content, and we'll be doing the live content, and the short channel is going to be for the shorts. My unscripted channel is still there, but that is going to be a Macedon Perfumes brand channel. So if you want to follow anything that's happening in our company, Macedon Perfumes, behind the scenes, what's coming, upcoming processes of whatever we go through, to make fragrances and stuff, then you're going to get the updates on there. Competitions, giveaways, announcements of sales and stuff, you're going to get them. You'll be the first to get them, especially if you turn on post notifications on our Macedon page, which is the one I was using for unscripted. Okay, for those who've been here for a long time, you probably know what I'm talking about. I had a second channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted. There I was putting vlogs, travels and everything. So we're dropping that, and we are gonna focus on the brand to run that page. But everything else comes here. Middle Eastern, non-Middle Eastern, affordable, pricey, everything comes here. Vlogs come here, and then we're gonna have a shorts channel. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, today. Love you as always. Have a blessed weekend. Stay safe, please. Remember to leave a comment even after the live. That way, the live, because the comments that were coming on the live will disappear. So remember to leave comments if you can. If there's something that I did not address, leave a comment even after the live is over, and then I can reply you then. Love you as always, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Trying to